everyone, and welcome to this introductory webinar for ESG4VET of Module 4 on the last topic, Topic 16, on social standards and workplace data governance. Every organization today relies on data. It uses information to manage employees, support customers, improve services, measure performance, and report on sustainability goals. At the same time, organizations are expected to create workplaces that are fair, inclusive, safe, and respectful of people's rights. Although these two areas may seem different, they are closely connected. The way organizations manage data influences how fairly they treat employees, protect personal information, and build trust with their stakeholders. In this webinar, we will introduce the key ideas behind social standards and workplace data governance and explain why they are becoming essential for responsible and sustainable organizations. So, what are social standards? Social standards are the principles and practices that help organizations create positive working environments. They focus on people and promote fairness, equality, inclusion, well-being, health and safety, respect for human rights, and ethical behavior. For example, organizations should provide equal opportunities, protect employees from discrimination, support diversity, ensure safe working conditions, and respect everyone's privacy. These principles are part of the social pillar of ESG. Strong social standards help organizations build trust, improve employee satisfaction, and create workplaces where everyone can contribute and succeed. Now, let's look at workplace data governance. What is workplace data governance? Every organization collects and uses many different types of information. These may include employee records, customer information, financial reports, environmental performance data, training records, or workplace health and safety information. Workplace data governance is the framework of rules, responsibilities, policies, and processes that ensure this information is managed correctly. Its goal is to make sure that data is accurate, secure, reliable, accessible to authorized users, and used responsibly. Think of data governance as the organization's guide for managing information throughout its entire lifecycle, from the moment data is collected until it's stored, shared, updated, and eventually deleted. Without good governance, organizations may face inaccurate information, security risk, poor decision-making, or legal and ethical challenges. So, how do these two concepts work together? The connection is simple. Organizations cannot promote strong social standards without managing data responsibly. For example, organizations collect information about employee training, workplace accidents, well-being programs, diversity initiatives, recruitment, and professional development. If this information is inaccurate, incomplete, or poorly protected, it may lead to unfair decisions, privacy breaches, or reduced trust among employees. However, when organizations follow good data governance practices, they can make informed decisions, protect personal information, monitor workplace conditions, and demonstrate accountability. Responsible data management therefore supports fairness, transparency, inclusion, and respect for people's rights. Environmental social governance, or ESG, has become an important framework for measuring organizational sustainability. Organizations gather a large amount of high-quality data to produce reliable ESG reports. Although data governance is mostly associated with the governance pillar because it focuses on transparency, accountability, compliance, and ethical decision-making, it also plays an important role in the environmental and social pillars. For the environmental pillar, organizations collect and manage data on topics such as energy consumption, greenhouse gas emissions, water use, waste management, and resource efficiency. Accurate data allows organizations to monitor their environmental impact, measure progress, and make informed sustainability decisions. For the social pillar now, organizations use data to monitor employee well-being, diversity and inclusion, health and safety, equal opportunities, training, and other workplace practices. Managing this information responsibly helps protect employees' privacy, supports fair decision-making, and strengthens trust within the organization. Finally, the governance pillar focuses on how organizations manage information, ensure compliance with laws and regulations, establish clear policies, maintain cybersecurity, and promote ethical behavior. Strong data governance provides a foundation for transparent reporting and responsible organization management. So, good data governance helps ensure that information is complete, accurate, and trustworthy. As a result, organizations can demonstrate their progress, meet regulatory requirements, and strengthen the confidence of employees, customers, investors, and other stakeholders. In other words, better data leads to better decisions and stronger ESG performance. Although workplace data governance includes many different processes, four key principles provide a useful starting point. The first principle is accuracy. Information should be correct, complete, and regularly updated. The second principle is security. Sensitive information must be protected against unauthorized access, loss, or cyber attack. The third principle is accessibility. Employees should have access to the information they need while respecting confidentiality and organizational policies. And the fourth principle is accountability. Everyone has a responsibility to manage information carefully and follow organizational procedures. Together, these principles help organizations use information responsibly and consistently. Now, let's look at a simple example. Imagine that a company is preparing its annual ESG report. The Human Resources Department provides information about employee training, diversity, and well-being. The Health and Safety team contributes workplace safety statistics. Other departments provide information about environmental performances, energy use, and operational activities. If each department stores information differently, or if the data is incomplete or inconsistent, producing an accurate report becomes very difficult. However, when the organization follows clear data governance practices, everyone uses common procedures, responsibilities are clearly defined, and information is regularly checked for accuracy. The result is a more reliable reporting, better decision-making, and greater trust among employees, customers, investors, and other stakeholders. This webinar provides only a brief introduction to the topic. Throughout this topic, you will explore these concepts in much greater depth. You will learn, among others, about social standards in the workplace, the difference between data governance and data protection, the importance of data quality, cybersecurity, governance policies, and ethical and responsible data management. You will also complete practical learning activities and assessment tasks that will help you apply these concepts in real workplace situations. To conclude, organizations today need more than technology to succeed. They need workplaces that are fair, inclusive, ethical, and transparent, while also managing information responsibly and securely. Social standard and workplace data governance work together to support better decisions, protect people's rights, strengthen trust, and improve ESG performance. We hope this webinar has provided a useful introduction to these important topics and prepare you for the rest of the topic. Thank you for watching the last webinar of Module 4. After you complete the topic and its assessment questions, you may proceed to the next module.